Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I am just going to be doing a quick PvP, or how to PvP gear for Season 3. I've done videos like this for Season 1 and 2, so it's time to do one for Season 3. For the most part, it's pretty much the exact same, but yeah, they did have a little bit of a guide on Icy Veins, but I just want to go over it in-game as well to make it a little bit easy for you guys. For those that don't know, because this will be up beforehand, August 12th is when the season starts, because I see so many people still confused about that. That's when the Honor gear, Conquest gear, Bloody Token gear comes out. So basically, what's new in Season 3 is they put in a PvP island where you can do War Mode quests. I haven't done that yet, but they haven't done that. And of course, there'll be the new rewards, and new Vicious Mount, new Gladiator mount as well. So let's go ahead and dive right into what you guys have been curious about and how you get stuff. So next week on Tuesday, and if you're seeing this in the future, the first step is to go into this room over here, where is pretty much you can see on the bottom rightish of the map, below the S, where Forge Grounds is. You'll enter this building here. And in here is where all the vendors are. You'll find a Conquest vendor, Honor vendor, and War Mode vendor, and of course the uh, thing where you can buy Vicious Bloodstones to sell, as well as buy Gladiator Heraldry to craft gear, which I'll explain later. So, your first step is to get enough Honor to buy the full Honor sets. It costs around 11,000, maybe 12,000 just to be safe, and then if you're Fury Warrior, it'll be more because you need to get 2 weapons. But yeah, you don't need to get maxed Honor. If you want the fastest way to get Honor, I recommend um, doing Epic Battlegrounds more than randoms, because Epic Battlegrounds is easier if you're undergeared. I highly recommend doing that. Also, if you are working on a second tune, you can just mail Honor over to your alts. So I highly recommend that instead of just going through all the misery of gearing up a tune with no Honor. I would recommend just sending Honor to your ult, so you can transfer Honor and all that stuff. That'll be step number 1. Step number 2, and this is where everything gets a lot complicated to people. There's currently 3 different ways to get gear. Let's go over the first. There is a weekly for World PvP pieces every single week, and this one, for example, is the New Zone Karish. You do that, you get bloody tokens. I forgot how many it is a week. The first week I think is like 18,000, 1,800 or something. And then it gets lower each week. It's like 1,200 or something. You finish that, you come to here, and then you go to the War Mode Quartermaster and you spend it on the bloody token gear. And that's pretty much a free gear piece. It is 4 item levels lower than the Conquest pieces, so you can replace it again in the future. It's only 4 item levels. It's not really a huge difference. My personal recommendation is going for stats that are better for your class. Like, for example, usually cloaks, because there's different kinds of cloaks. And then, like, cloth classes, sometimes, like, the helmet's good. But, like, a good example here, this one has grit and versatility. So it's not really good for, like, Boomy or Feral really all that much. If you guys kind of get the point. So just go for stuff that is, like, better for your stats, and then that way you can buy Conquest gear for a different spot, and that's less things to farm, and you can get it, like, later down the line and replace this War Mode gear. So that is option number 1. And then option number 2, which is what I just showed you over at the vendor here, is Conquest gear. Just standard buyer Conquest gear, whatever stats you need. Simple as that. Very easy, not complicated at all. And then third and last but not least, is crafted gear. And that is probably the most confusing thing to new people that come back to the game and stuff like that. So you go over here where it's kind of like in the middle rightish side of the map. You can see me on the map right here, to the left of the word Fisher, and you'll come over to this dwarf here. You'll go to whatever you are. I'm on a leather, for example. I go to helmet. You click on leather mask here, and you click and put in Astral Gladiator's Heraldry, which is going to be Season 3 gear. It needs 5 of them, so you just put that in, and then you buy the rest of the mats. And then you put in your embellishment. You can only wear 2. So pick whatever two you want on 2 different crafted pieces. Usually everybody always goes focusing lens, but feel free to look up guides for your spec. But I guarantee you it's probably going to be focusing lens. And then last but not least, you buy the customary stats you want. So if you want to go haste versatility, mastery versatility, some people go mastery haste, or so on and so forth. Just pick whatever you want. And then that's pretty much how this works. In order to buy the heraldry, you go to this vendor over here, and then you just buy the heraldries for 175 conquest. So however much it takes. Like you saw, for example, the helmet was 5 heraldries. Quick tip: your very first win of the season, once the season starts. So like later down the line, if you come back late or something, it doesn't matter. Or if you're leveling another alt, you get your first win, you'll get 9 heraldries for free. Like most of the time, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but everybody usually that I've known, including myself, always loves to make the rings first and the necklace, because that's 3 tier pieces for free right there. And then I like to put the embellishments on the rings. Like I said, you don't have to do that. It's up to you. You don't have to go rings. You don't have to go necklace. You can make something else if you want. So that's up to you. But I go that route. So, and that's pretty much what you do for gearing in Season 3. There are a few more things to mention. But first, I'm going to go over these a little bit in order. Crafted gear. I already explained this. You can get the astral thing for 175 conquests to make crafted pieces, get honor gear. That's the very first thing you do. Conquest gear, simple as that, pretty easy. War mode gear, already did that. Make sure you do this every single week. Once you don't really need any more war mode gear, you can skip that. But that's up to you. But yeah, just go for the pieces that you need stat wise, and then that way you don't have to farm them for conquest. You can save them for last. Oh, also another quick tip: you can turn war mode gear into tier pieces. So if you want to get 2 pieces that way, you could do that too. So just as a quick heads up. Um, you can upgrade PvP gearing for PvE, but I don't really ever do that. Here's the conquest cap for season 3. It'll keep going up every week. Week 3 will be weapons, it looks like, which goes back to what I'm saying earlier. If you did not play the first 2 seasons, they give you weapons for free at 2,500 conquest achievements. So everybody will get a weapon for free. I think the first season they put it in your bags, and the second one they mailed it to you. So if you don't see it in your bags, go to a mailbox, and then you can go to a conquest vendor here and then buy it. And then if you play off specs too, you will have to save up conquest, and if they don't give you another one for free after that, you'll have to save up and then buy another off spec one. Which you could also buy a war mode weapon, which is sometimes what I do for off spec. So do keep that in mind. And then last but not least, everything else is kind of like more so for rated. One more thing for rated, at 1800 rating, they will give you a catalyst charge for free. The first season they gave you tier, and last season they gave you a catalyst charge, which if you go over here, in the middle here, right below where the inn is. But so if you come down here from the inn, you'll see this and the catalyst, and you just put your piece of conquest here, and it'll be turned into a tier piece. Like for example, let's just use this. See how it turns into a tier, and that's basically how it works. So if you're going to be running tier piece, you just come here and you get a free catalyst charge from hitting 1800 rating, in anything, doesn't matter what it is. RPGs, soul shuffle, doesn't matter. You'll get it. You'll get it. And that's pretty much how you gear up for season 3. If you have any questions, let me know, you guys. Yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Peace. Alright guys, there's one more thing I actually forgot to mention, which I actually can't believe I forgot. It is the fastest way to earn conquest, which will happen in the future, and I'm actually planning on doing this once the season starts, unless they nerf it, which they never nerfed it the entire season 2, but you never know. So if they nerf this, you can disregard it, but the fastest way, which a lot of people surprisingly still don't know, is the fastest way to get conquest is join a crate group. You go into the PvP tab here, you go into Premium Group Finder, you go into Custom, and you try to find a crate group. There's currently none going on at the moment, but that's probably because, like I said, the season hasn't started yet, and people are just doing other things until then. But join a crate group. just chill with them for a few hours, get full capped, and it's easy. Obviously it'll take longer as season goes on because you'll be behind, but if you are just coming back late into the future and um you can skip everything else I said this and on Discord, everything else, and just skip honor gear and join a crate group and grind for a few hours. You don't even need to buy honor gear. You can obviously, but you can just full gear in a crate group later down the line. If you don't have enough conquest because the season isn't that far down yet, then you can buy honor gear, but you can just catch up with the conquest easy peasy, and it's a really fast catch up mechanic. Because on top of getting honor gear, you can get bloody token gear and you can get conquest gear. So it is massive. So I just wanted to add that in, and yeah. So one last thing, make sure you keep doing your dailies every week. Also, there's going to be the seasonal Wintergrass and Ash Run quests that reset for 250 conquests each, so make sure you do those as well. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later.